Hey everyone, welcome to Pop XP. And before the show starts, make sure to click that subscribe button and click the bell to get notifications when we go live and we upload awesome new content. And don't forget, if you can, make sure to share our stream on all your social media outlets. We appreciate it, and thanks for helping us grow the Pop XP channel.
Hello, everybody. Your old pal Billy Tucci here, coming to you live. Well, not really. It's recorded. But on another unboxing day with Billy Tucci. And this one's a treat. It's so funny. It's from my old pal EVS. This one is from 1/17/20. So 2020. So this is over a year old. I also have another one that's over a year old too. that I'll be getting to. From EVS, I know which one this is, or I'm pretty sure I know which one this is. The thing is that because he's a pal, I get a lot of inside stuff from him. So I have the preview edition, I have the Chromium edition, supporting it. But let's open it up. So what we have here from EVS, from All Caps Comics, is it's in a really nice package here, heavy duty envelope. It's got a pull tab, which is nice, and everything seems pretty cool in here. Let's give it a shot. Let's see if this pull tab works. Again, this was sent UPS, medium mail. The thing is again, medium mail works perfect. You can see that it gets damaged, but if you saw yesterday, last episode, we opened up Brian Polito's, who sent us things 2-day priority, and Brian's actually had a lot of damage on it as well. So as long as the contents are safe inside, I don't think it really matters which platform, how you send it out. And it's also good to try to save money for yourselves, so you can put that money back into producing more books. So I'm going to use a handy dandy Italian Army knife given to me by my good bud Bo Smith. And let's close that. Keep it safe. And let's see. Let's open the contents. Oh, there's another envelope in. Come on. Well done, EVS and Andrea. Well done by packing it double. Well done. Excellent. I'm going to pull the tab on this bad boy. Okay. And again, I know why this is a year old, just like the next one I'll be doing, or over a year old, because talking to Niall Scala, my partner, talking to Dr. Blevins, and we're coming from the Blevins Media Center, and my art table here, my little light box, is that no, save it for the opening, save it, and we'll open it for the and we'll do an unboxing, for Pop XP, and then they just sit. And but then again, I've seen a lot of it. I've gotten. But let's open it up. Let's see if that comes through. Okay, now let's close up the knife. Oh, look at that! It's BLOODHONEY, Cyberfrog BLOODHONEY, and BLOODHONEY was huge, as you guys will remember. BLOODHONEY did well over $500,000. If I look over, it did $538,456. This was the return of Cyberfrog, awakened into a world seized by a swarm of murderous alien hornets. EVS he does a lot for the community. He has people on his shows. He streams for them. He supports them, and he gets his army and his fans to back other projects. And he's been a great friend for over 25 years. And but this campaign was ended on July 30th, 2018. Then it went into demand. But Ethan has over 8,566 backers for Cyberfrog BLOODHONEY. Crazy. So let's give it a whirl. Again, nice. I prefer taped bags and boards. And again, this is old. This is over a year old. This is a year and 3 months ago. The only thing I would say to people, for you guys, it's a lot easier, and it's easier on the books, is when you do your tape, do them horizontally, vertically. I'm sorry, vertically, on angular, on an angle, because it's easier to open the bag. But the book came perfectly in the double envelope. Again, well done. Excellent idea. And let's give it a whirl. Let's see what we got. All right. So what we have here is the Cyberfrog BLOODHONEY limited edition line art variants. Well done. I love Kyle Ritter's colors. But there's just something about line art variants that I just love. Being, I guess, a penciler and a cartoonist and an inker myself, I love to see the original books. And as you could see, there's just something gorgeous about capturing all this detail. Look at the salamandroid. And it's just stunning. So it's BLOODHONEY. Obviously, this is, I believe this is the very first campaign, Cyberfrog campaign. But this is, of course, is the second chance, if you will, of getting these special limited edition line art variants. This campaign, Cyberfrog #1, the original Cyberfrog campaign on Indiegogo, did an astonishing $538,000, I believe. Once they sold out, they were all gone. He wanted to do another campaign. What he did was then, while again, as you're working on Wreck Planet or one of the other books, is then you do something special. And I think this is it's a path for a lot of us to do. And an example for a lot of us to follow is, while we're working on one campaign, you wrap up one campaign, one comic book, and then you start working on the second one, because a lot of, we do this so we can actually finish producing the first comic, but it also helps with the second comic. And, to actually help pay for the second comic book that you're producing, because you want to start to get ahead of the game. Another great thing, and what people love, is these, limited edition variant covers, something special about them. And what Ethan did, which was brilliant, was that he offered these limited edition line art variants where you see the black. So it's an entirely new book. It's his own. They're very small, very limited. He only had which is pretty great. This book ran, this campaign ran on Indiegogo, and he had 1,072 backers. So you have 1,072 backers. That just shows the limit of these books that were produced. The book also, though, was a monster in its own right. It did over $75,000 for this campaign. And let's give it a look. So we'll look here. Of course, let's stick with the original. With Cyberfrog again, beautiful with the green, excellent with the all caps logo by Ethan Van Sciver, Kyle Ritter, and Somni, the letterer. And if we look, and Ethan signed it, so we have this little sketch plate here, which is actually a cover in its own right. This is another cover. It's thick. It's a good 16-point cover, 10-point cover, not as thick as this one. So I'd assume this is probably 16 points, and this probably is 10 points. But you go in and you just look, so it's written, created, and illustrated by Ethan Van Sciver, of course, colored by Kyle Ritter, lettered by Somni. And this book is dedicated to Andrea, Hunter, Kaylee, and Ava, his family, and to each and every fan who helped Cyberfrog to wake up again. So, right off the bat, boom, part 1. Beautiful Kyle Ritter, explosion of color of what's coming to Earth. And this is the Vespis, as you see. Some people were complaining. I'd seen somewhere else that they found it hard to read with Cyberfrog's own narrative or his own speech, his own dialogue balloons. And I think I don't have a problem reading this at all. It's fantastic. I'm called Jelson. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. So written and drawn by Ethan Van Sciver. Well done. Look at this. Look at the detail. Just as always, really nice. It's like a movie almost. Well done, Ethan. I know that some people might have were complaining about the paper stock, that it was a little thin if it's a 50-pound paper or 40-pound paper. But you know what? It absorbs all the color perfectly. I mean, look at this. Gorgeous. Look at that. And in order to do this, if you guys remember Cyberfrog #1, now this is like an 80-page comic or 88 pages. I'm not sure. It might be 88 pages or at least 80 pages. Is that in order to do a chromium edition. Now, I think personally, if Ethan didn't make it chromium, he would have sold just as many of it. But in order to do a chromium cannot be square bound. You cannot have a chromium square bound cover. It only could be the saddle stitch cover like this. So that's why he had to sacrifice on the paper so that everyone gets the super expensive chromium cover. But just, it works. Who cares? You know, the greatest comics ever were printed on newsprint, and nobody really seems to be complaining about that. But this is good. Great, great detail, Ethan. Great coloring, Kyle. Again, your lettering is great. I love the action. There's Sal, of course, everyone's favorite, Salamandroid. Just reads great. Of course, and Heather, the gorgeous Heather. With some evil dude. Is he infected by that? You know, this is a shortcut through the cemetery. And then, of course, Heather, she's no joke, and she just knees the jerk off in the balls. Crunch. Let's get that focus. I know it's a little tough on the camera. You know, you get the idea. Knee a punk in the balls. Twat. You know, look at that. So is the Vespis undercover, I believe, then. But, yeah. It's still bleeding. Just because she gets a Cyberfrog tattoo. That's back in the day. This is back in the day, I believe. This should have been like 1988, correct? I believe. Well, we'll see. No, it's not. I apologize. My fault. She has a Tool shirt on, if memory serves me correctly from reading it. Part 2, beautiful, Ethan. Again, this is great. The Vespis invasion is coming. Now, you know, Cyberfrog's underground, underwater. The rebirth of him, almost a la Dark Knight Returns, a little homage, I believe. Gorgeous. Here we go. There she is with the Tool shirt. So Clinton's president when the invasion comes about. Let's watch on the old TV. Here they come. We don't want to see what happens to her because that is not good. Beautiful. I love the action. It's just an invasion. It's just war. It's battle. Great stuff. Look at this. Boom. Great stuff. Great stuff. Again, every page, he's just, you could just see that. And this is the thing about independent comics. Now, not to take against that, those of us who have worked on mainstream comics, that we don't care as much, but there's just something about doing your own book and to be publishing your own comic and seeing your own creation, something you created, not something Stan Lee created or Joe Kubert created, something that you created, printed, and seeing the light of day. And it's one of the greatest joys. And we're so fortunate in our careers to be able to do this as to self-publish. And just look at that. Cyberfrog rises up and sees, Philadelphia is just one giant hive of the Vespis. And I don't want to spoil the ending of it, but if you look here, we got bonus material that he adds. And Heather's a mom now, of course, and you wear red, and that's the only thing that can protect you from the Vespis. But now a little trip down memory lane of Ethan of Cyberfrog, the birth of Cyberfrog back in 1993 when he's probably 17 years old or younger. Great job. Different variations. He's doing this when he was working on Impulse to give it a little depicting his Bugs Bunny physicality. Commissioned art. That's a cover right there, buddy. And that's iconic. That one that he did for Wildstorm. Great job. Fun stuff. He's talking about his YouTube channel. So this is also an introduction to Ethan Van Sciver, Banana Dance. Again, these gorgeous Kyle Ritter pinups. Look at that. Heather's beautiful there, Kyle. Well done. Gorgeous. Sal's no joke, too. These both are illustrated and colored by Kyle, of course. And then you have your covers that we have in the set. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Well done. Incredibly well executed. BLOODHONEY 1998 cover that he done. And then Kyle recolored it to the updated colors. And thank you. Look at that. Cyberfrog, Hall of Heroes. Great job, buddy. Great job. Again, the books came out fantastic. The only thing I could say is maybe I would have individually, because these are, really limited edition books. The only thing I would recommend to you guys out there is to maybe bag and board them individually. But as you can see, it came out great. You know, no dings, no nothing. Well done. So did this book pop or not? Hell yes, it popped up. It popped for me. Double popped. And also to thank Ethan for all that he's done for the community, all that he's done for independent comics in general. He's very, very, very generous with his time and promoting other creators. And he's an example to follow. So well done, Ethan. 2 thumbs up, 2 pops. And I know this has been a year and a half or so, but I'm glad I got to it. And I'm gonna bag these up and put them in my box for Matthew, because Matthew's a big Cyberfrog fan, because I've already read the comic. So thanks guys for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Salud.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us on Pop XP. If you haven't already, make sure to click that subscribe button and also click the bell for notifications when we go live and we upload some awesome new content. Also, don't forget to head on over to Twitter and follow us at @ThePopXP and over on Instagram @ThePopXP. Thanks again everyone, and we'll see you soon.